Now on CoastTV News.
Another referendum after a failed vote last month. The Cape Henlopen School District is heading back to the drawing board.
Protect the swimmers, expanding a roped-off area that's a popular place to take a dip in Dewey Beach.
The quake that rocked the East Coast, where on Delmarva people felt the shake.
Battle over the bridge funding after the Key Bridge collapse. There's a growing bipartisan, or rather partisan, debate over who should pay for the repair.
And thanks to the temperatures dropping into the 30s and the winds gusting from the northwest, we'll be revisiting that old frosty feeling for the next few mornings in a row.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
And I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our news at 11. We begin tonight with breaking news at the Baltimore Key Bridge collapse site. It's been more than a week since the Key Bridge in Baltimore collapsed. And today, a dive team discovered the body of one of the missing construction workers. Authorities say divers found the body of 38-year-old Minor Suazo Sandoval around 10:30 this morning. He was one of 8 workers filling potholes on the bridge when it was hit by a cargo ship and plunged into the water. 2 men were rescued, and the bodies of 2 other men were recovered the next day in a red pickup truck trapped in 25 feet of water. Tonight, 3 workers are still missing and presumed dead. Authorities say they will continue their search and try and bring closure for the victims' families.
Meanwhile, President Joe Biden was in Baltimore today and for a first-hand look got to see the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge.
As Laura Aguirre reports, the president's previous vow to use federal funds to fully pay bridge reconstruction is sparking partisan backlash.
It's my intention that federal government will pay for the entire cost of reconstructing that bridge.
A presidential commitment that's touched off growing partisan backlash over who should foot the bill to rebuild Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, a vital American seaport in the global supply chain. The president was in Baltimore Friday to get an aerial first-hand look at the destruction and the enormous salvage efforts in motion.
So far, our team has been able to clear 2 small channels for essential ships helping clear the wreckage. And yesterday, the Army Corps announced that by the end of April, they'll be able to open the 3rd channel.
The full price tag of such a mammoth recovery and rebuilding operation is still not fully known. A team of government agencies is working to assess that daunting total. The Department of Transportation has already released $60 million to Maryland from an emergency relief fund. In a post on X Friday, the House Freedom Caucus demanded that the Biden administration seek maximum liability from any foreign shipping companies responsible up front before any more supplemental federal funds are given.
My administration is committed, absolutely committed, to ensuring that parties responsible for this tragedy pay to repair the damage and be held accountable to the fullest extent the law will allow. But I also want to be clear. We will support Maryland and Baltimore every step of the way.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
An expert with the Bipartisan Policy Center says it may not be necessary or may not necessarily be faster to construct a bridge of this magnitude 46 years later, and that the process is going to be complicated by the bridge's placement over a working waterway port.
Some people in Sussex County felt a rumble this morning. 2 Lewis homeowners who say they were shocked to feel their home shifting side to side just after 10 a.m. One of them says the impact was so powerful, she thought a truck might have hit her home. She was relieved, yet still surprised to learn it was the effect of an earthquake.
My husband works at BV Hospital, and I text him and I said, hey, by the way, have you heard anything about an earthquake? Because our house shook. And he comes back with, yeah, it was a 4.8. And I was like, oh my God, that's what I felt.
There were also people in the area who say they didn't feel anything but have friends and relatives who did. Many were upset they missed out on the action in Sussex County.
And new tonight, this happens a lot with earthquakes. After the initial shaker, there was a pretty good aftershock around 6 p.m. It struck a few miles outside of Gladstone, New Jersey. There are reports that the Empire State Building noticed the shaking. New York's governor says there are no reports of significant damage. Today's rare 4.8 earthquake near Lebanon, New Jersey, is the strongest to hit the state in almost 250 years. The quake rattled an estimated 42 million people from Philadelphia to New York City and beyond to New England. Taking a live look outside into the Ocean City area right now, and it's a nice little weekend we're getting ready for.
Yeah, don't get fooled though, Charlie. See, since it's late at night on this Friday, and we don't have any really bad, let me tell you something. Charlie looks at me like this. He goes, nice weekend, like you gonna change your forecast? No. Okay, so anyway, that being the case, listen, the winds are going to be the problem. Not stormy weather, but the winds are going to be really uncomfortable, particularly if you don't dress properly. Right now, we take a look at Milford, and we're looking very clear. We have something happening in the sky right there, and it's moving. That looks like a good old-fashioned plane. No UFO sightings, just a plane, okay? But we're staying pretty nice and calm. We'll have temperatures dropping back into the 30s under mostly clear skies. The winds, we have a small craft advisory, but see, this is a little unique in that the temperatures are going to drop into the 30s, and with these winds along the shore, it's going to make it feel like, more like a mild winter morning. We'll have that kind of feel for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'm going to show you in the full forecast just how cold it's going to feel in the morning time for the next 3 days and why you're going to need to bundle up, Charlie.
See, it wasn't too bad there, Paul. Mark this on your calendar, on your viewing calendar. On Monday, April 8th, we're going to have live coverage of the exciting eclipse. NBC News eclipse coverage beginning at 2 p.m. Lester Holt is going to anchor the 2-hour special Total Eclipse 2024. It's going to feature over a dozen reporters from all over the U.S. Again, that is Total Eclipse 2024. Our live coverage starts Monday at 2.
The Cape and Lopin School District is making another attempt to get school projects approved. This is a quick turnaround after its referendum failed just last week. According to the school board meeting agenda for next week, the district could vote to hold another referendum in May 2024. We spoke with people in the community today who say they weren't ready to vote yet in March, but could see the referendum getting the thumbs up for voters if certain conditions are met. While it's not clear what will be on the ballot the next time the Cape and Lopin School District goes to referendum, here's what was at stake on March 26th. Voters shot down the district's attempt to build a new district office, transportation facility, and an indoor pool on about 102 acres off Cedar Grove Road. Michael Mitchell thinks the pool drowned out the rest of the district's proposal for many.
First time I voted against it. I felt there was not enough transparency about it with the pool and all that kind of. But if it comes up again, and if it's a little bit more, for the teachers and the students, I'll probably vote yes this time for it.
The district told CoastTV ahead of the vote that 80% of the money generated would have funded safety and security expenses along with school staff salaries. Mitchell says he feels guilty.
You got to pay teachers better. You got to get more facilities, more things for them, and the more the merrier for children. This area is exploding with people and children coming here.
According to the district, that would have cost property owners about 34 cents per $100 of assessed property value for the operating tax. And the total debt service tax increase would have been about 21 cents per $100 of assessed value over 3 years. But Bill Froh from Milton is concerned how much that would cost after Sussex County's reassessment project is complete by 2025.
Heard people say if they just would have broken it out or just waited to see what my assessment is going to be, I think it would have passed, and I've heard that from lots of people.
Both Mitchell and Froh think a different outcome is possible if the pool is separate from the rest of the referendum on the ballot in May. Again, it is not clear yet what Cape's next referendum will hold. The District Board of Education workshop meeting will be held at Love Creek Elementary School on Thursday, April 11th at 6 p.m.
According to the Delaware Department of Elections, a total of 7,887 ballots were cast in the Cape Henlopen School District referendum that happened back on the 26th of March. 3,613 voted for the referendum, 4,274 voted against it, thus the referendum failing by almost 700 votes. And this brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, What would you change, or what would change your vote for the Cape referendum?
Let's look at the results on your screen. It looks like 43% say no pool if they took the pool off the ballot. I know the people we spoke to in the story I did said they would like to see the pool as a separate question on the ballot. 44% say cheaper property purchase, and 13% say if the money was just going to teachers.
Now, if you haven't voted yet, there's still an opportunity to do that. Go to CoastTV.com or use our Coast TV mobile app.
I'm Madeline Overturf, and here's a look at just some of the things happening across Delmarva. In case you missed it, a 4.8 earthquake rocked parts of the East Coast today, and actually some people in Delaware even felt it. The tremors could be felt as far south as Kent and Newcastle counties. Good news, no injuries were reported. Habitat for Humanity of Wicomico County blessed a new home Friday. The home was built on East Church Street. Giddy up, the Southern Herd Roundup is underway in Chincoteague. The Roundup is an opportunity for vet checks and a chance for folks to see those Chincoteague wild ponies other than just the pony swim. That's a look at some of the things happening across Delmarva. I'm Madeline Overturf.
A Georgia judge denied former President Trump's bid to have the election interference charges dismissed. Trump and his co-defendants argued the case would be tossed out on First Amendment grounds, but in a 14-page ruling released today, Fulton County Judge Scott McAfee said their right to protest the 2020 presidential election did not protect them from the charges pressed by Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis. A lawyer for the former president said his client, quote, respectfully disagrees with the ruling. Trump is one of 15 defendants charged in the racketeering case in Fulton County in Georgia. A trial date has not yet been set. Van Dyke Avenue, Bayside in Dewey Beach, is a popular swimming spot during the summer. People also anchor their boats there while they go to nearby restaurants, which is why about 3 years ago the town decided to rope off 3/4 of the water by the marina and the beach for a little swimming area. But this summer, the town's going to actually extend the swimming area from the bulkhead to the marina, to the Lighthouse restaurant. One visitor whose kids enjoy swimming at this spot say it was needed.
Boaters can't always see swimmers in the water. It's pretty difficult, and you can easily be distracted, and I'd hate to see something bad happen.
The town says on weekends during the summer, about 100 people like to go to that Van Dyke Bayside beach area, so keeping boats further out in the water was a necessary safety decision. We're just getting going this evening.
That's right. More boats, bridal and belated Easter egg hunts. Stick around for the cool things to do this weekend.
And we'll have a chilly and windy weekend, but after that, we'll be dealing with a much warmer work week on next week.
And next, a street with no name for now. This inconspicuous road could end up with a new title, but people that live there are a little split on the idea. We're going to tell you why in just 60 seconds.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
The internet's not what it used to be. With MediaCom, you'll be living and working with new technology.
Welcome to the most unreal reality.
MediaCom's supercharged platform will power a new era of business, speed the creation of new technologies, redefine the rules, and revolutionize everyday living. The biggest thing to happen to the internet?
Since the invention of the internet.
It's happening. Get ready. Anything is possible.
This is Coast TV News at 11.
What's in a name? Well, the Worcester County Commissioners are discussing the possibility of naming a nameless road off the South Point Road after concerns of EMS ability to locate homes there. Some neighbors are pushing back, saying that changing the street name would force them to then go through the hassle of having new addresses, but homeowner Stephen Alter who lives on the nameless street in Berlin, thinks adding a name to the road is a no-brainer.
For whenever I tell my friends to come over, and I send them the address, that they're always driving down all the way to the boat ramp. They can never find it.
The commissioners continue to discuss on whether or not to add a name to the road or to require every house to clearly display their number on their home, which wouldn't require any address changing.
So I'm not saying the weekend is going to be a bad weekend. In fact, it's going to be pretty good. But here's the thing. You've got to make sure you wear your windbreaker at the very least. Our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City, we're looking at winds out of the northwest at 11 miles per hour. Temperature 45 degrees, will drop from there to about 43 later tonight, ultimately down to 41 with clearing out skyline. Live radar, we're not seeing any more of those freckled patterns of rain in the area, but we still have the winds. Small craft advisory active until 10 p.m. Saturday evening along the coast for us in Sussex County and really from Ocean City all the way down towards Chincoteague. So we're looking at 25 mile per hour wind gusts. Now we do have some leftover rain over down towards Anticoke, Exmoor, and Broadwater. But aside from the most southern portion of our viewing area, as we check back up here at home, we're looking pretty clear and we're likely to stay that way really for the rest of tonight going into tomorrow. Now there will be some freckled sprinkles throughout tomorrow afternoon as well, but it shouldn't be a big deal. If there's any big deal to talk about, it's the wind. Look at the temps right now. We're at 40 in Lewis and Redden, 41 in Milton, 42 in Georgetown. Now that's what the air temperature is. Now you factor in the winds out of the northwest, and what do you get? Well, because the winds have died down to about 4 to 5 miles per hour, you get a couple of areas where it feels like the 30s, like 38 in Milford, feels like 37 degrees, the wind chill factor in Seaford, as well as the Indian River Inlet. But let's take a look at how it's going to feel for the next few days. At the very least, it's going to feel like 34 degrees, okay, on Saturday. Sunday morning, 34 degrees again. Monday morning, 35 degrees. So even with the actual temperatures being there, but look, it's nice because by Monday afternoon, we're in for a treat. We're going to bounce back up to a nice spring 66 degrees. It's going to be nice. Now, if you're going to plan on run tomorrow, it's going to be cold and the winds are going to be blowing very hard. I know some friends of mine plan on running a 10-mile run tomorrow morning, and I'm going to advise that friend, Mallory, to wear the stuff that will help you deal with the cold, okay? Can't do anything about the allergy problem. I'll get to that in a second, okay? So the winds out of the northwest for Saturday, temps in the 30s. The afternoon, we got a couple of sprinkles. Don't panic. They're going to be brief. They'll be 10-minute sprinkles. That's about it. And we just move on, okay? Then Sunday, 30s in the morning. We bounce back to, let's say, the 50s in the afternoon. So that's really not a problem, but it's the wind gust that's going to be the issue. Because see, Saturday, the wind gust will get up to like 32, 33 miles per hour occasionally. Sunday, out of the north at about 26 miles per hour. And so that's what's going to make a cold day feel colder. Now, here's what I can't do anything about. You see these trees right here? That's at a high level. That's why my buddy Charlie and Mallory are sneezing and wheezing right now. So that's where we're at. Now, but if you take a look at what we're expecting for the 3-day beach forecast along the entire beach, that's not going to be a problem. Temperatures will be in the 50s. Won't feel all that warm Saturday and Sunday, but at least it will be in the 50s at the very least. And remember, the eclipse is in 3 days. That's when the fun begins. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling Extended Forecast.
Thank you, Paul. Happy first weekend of April, Delmarva. From boutiques to breweries, there are a ton of options with how to spend your weekend. But let's check in with Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner for all the cool things to do.
I know Easter was this past Sunday, but 2 events have hopped to this Saturday for belated egg hunts. The Western Sussex Boys and Girls Club will be hosting one from 3 to 4 p.m. And the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce says the Easter Bunny will be leaving eggs at Revelation Craft Brewery, where there will also be face painting, story time, free cotton candy, kids train rides, and more, all from noon to 2. Going Gumbo, Rehoboth Beach Main Street and the Purple Parrot are hosting the Gumbo Crawl from noon to 4 Saturday. Check the map to see locations you can stop at. Get an up-close view of a mail truck and meet the Lewis Public Library's mail carrier Saturday morning. Learn about other community trucks from the people who drive them. The Wild Card concert is Saturday at 2 p.m. at Bethel United Methodist Church. It features pianist Michael Stephen Brown and cellist Nicholas Kanalakis. The Lewis Historical Society celebrated a completely restored U.S. life-saving station boathouse this week. The museum is now open weekly, Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 4. Donate jeans and receive store credit during the Women's Z Club and Blooming Boutique's Denim Buyback donation event. It runs through April 15th at Lewis, Longneck, and Milford locations. The Milford Museum will host the premiere of a film all about Milford history. The 302 Productions documentary highlights the struggle the city faced when integrating students in 1954. It premieres at the Milford Library Saturday at 1 p.m. Say cheese! You can dine and donate at Fondue in Milford on Thursday, April 11th. 10% of all sales will be going to programs and services offered by Kent Sussex Industries. The nonprofit helps people with disabilities and provides them with job opportunities. Say yes to the Ocean City Luxury Wedding Expo. It's at a shore resort and beach club on Sunday with over 30 vendors. According to organizers, engaged couples have an opportunity to win a grand prize. Sandals Bridal is offering $1,000 off a wedding gown. Pet vendors and adorable adoptable dogs are coming to Dewey Beer Company in Harbison Saturday. Pups and Pints is hosted by the Parker Group, who will be waiving adoption fees. April is National Pickleball Month. Dogfish Head is hosting the Pickle Brawl and transforming its parking lots into courts Saturday. Pickleball spots are all sold out, but the brewery promises pickle-centric food and drinks. That's 2 events to celebrate National Beer Day early. It falls on Sunday. By the way, full disclosure, a member of the board of CoastTV's parent company, Draper Media, is a co-founder of Dogfish Head.
They're breaded in spicy tempura and made with cayenne. But most importantly, they're back.
Plus a hot new deal. 2 orders of 10-piece McNuggets for $6. Spicy or classic.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Charmed by Lewis.
Visit our unique shops and restaurants.
R&L Liquors, your beach destination. Bourbon, spirits, fine wines, and expanded craft beer selection. Award-winning On the Rocks bottled, ready-to-drink cocktails are here.
Josephine Kier Rug and Home for over 36 years. Find unique carpets, fine art, home accessories, furniture, and a great source for design.
Sticky bun, 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 and sometimes a chicken salad sandwich. Lewis Bake Shop.
Come explore.
Historic Lewis.
Monday at 4 on Coast Life. Discover how toxins in our environment may be making you sick and how you can help detoxify your body. Then, small changes, big impacts. Learn strategies and recipes for a healthier lifestyle. Coast Life, Monday at 4 on Coast TV.
All new True. So amazing.
Joey King and Logan Lerman.
Growing up on set, we bonded over the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Monday at noon on Coast TV.
This is your reminder to thank the friend who gets McDonald's breakfast for the group while everyone else sleeps in.
Get the sausage McMuffin with egg for $2.79 and an iced coffee for just 99 cents.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
We have some must-see video for you tonight that you're not going to want to miss. If you're doing anything else, look up right now. This is video of a school bus in Mississippi that was just about cut in half when a giant tree fell on it. Now, I know what you're all thinking, but take a deep breath. Nobody was hurt when this happened. In what must feel like a miracle now, School District Superintendent B.R. Jones said that the bus driver had just dropped off the last child on his route just 5 minutes before the crash. The driver said he was traveling about 20-25 miles an hour when all of a sudden the bus just stopped. When he looked back in the rearview mirror, there was a tree laying across the center of the bus.
Millions of packets of popular laundry detergent pods have been recalled due to faulty packaging. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says the pods pose a serious risk of accidental ingestion by young children and may cause facial injuries. The recall involves Tide, Gainfling's, Ace, and Ariel liquid laundry detergent pod packets, which were made between September 2023 and February 2024. The agency says no injuries have been reported.
Coming up in sports, goal kicks, side tackles, girls soccer taking the pitch. The Delmarva Sports Network has more.
And next, protect your eyes. With just the weekend between us and the solar eclipse, we walk you through the safety precautions you need to take when you look up.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center. Browse the largest display of hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, and swim spas in the region, with over 30 spas from 5 major brands at up to 50% off. That's this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center in Salisbury. Visit hottubmd.com.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH Fur's Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Is the name of your bank changing again? The Farmers Bank of Willards has been a local independent bank for nearly 100 years. When you bank local, your money stays here in our community, where it benefits our local businesses, farms, and families. The Farmers Bank has real people ready to help and world-class features like our free mobile banking app with Lock-It debit card security, a Smart Cents savings program, and free checking with no minimum balance. Stop paying extra fees and switch to the Farmers Bank of Willards, where people matter.
Termites are here. Protecting your home starts with Rice's Termite Defense. Rice's Termite and Pest Control has been the trusted name in termite treatment for over 30 years. We start by using the best products on the market, combined with an industry-leading warranty that protects your home year after year. Right now, get $50 off any termite treatment. Call or visit us online at delmarvasbestpestcontrol.com for a free termite inspection. Rice's Termite and Pest Control, where protecting your home is the family business.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center. Browse over 30 hot tubs and swim spas from 5 major brands at up to 50% off. Financing is available and show admission is free. That's this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center in Salisbury. Visit hottubmd.com.
Be the longest, most visible solar eclipse in more than a century. On April 8th, the moon will block out the sun. But watching this without proper protection can lead to eye damage, even permanent vision loss.
In tonight's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither talks to an ophthalmologist about what you can do right now to keep your eyes safe next week.
Remember the total solar eclipse in 2017? Well, the one coming up on April 8th will be longer and the last to be visible from the continental U.S. until the year 2044. Just like the last one, protecting your eyes is critical.
It is not enough just to wear regular old sunglasses for these eclipses.
Ophthalmologist Dr. Nicole Bayich with Cleveland Clinic says looking at a solar eclipse without proper eye protection can lead to solar retinopathy. That's damage to your retina. It can cause blind spots in vision and decreased vision. Depending on the extent of damage, it can be temporary or permanent.
So you need to wear proper eclipse glasses with the solar filter ISO 12312-2.
You'll find that printed on the inside of the eclipse glasses. Unfortunately, there are counterfeit glasses out there. Before buying a pair, NASA recommends checking the American Astronomical Society's list of approved solar viewers, making sure the seller is listed on the website. After buying glasses, check them. There should be no scratches or tears. And if looking at the eclipse through binoculars, a camera, or telescope, a certified solar filter on the front of the instrument is needed to protect eyes.
And it's not enough to just put, eclipse glasses over. And in fact, that's actually dangerous because if you put eclipse glasses over a telescope or, some other device, you can actually burn a hole through the glasses and lead to direct injury.
For Health Minute, I'm Andy Gaither.
Del Mar girls soccer begins their season with a junior heavy squad, 11 of their 19 players in 11th grade. And one of those juniors is Hannah Riggins. The defender is one of many Wildcats putting in work behind the scenes as the season begins. DSN's Michelle Roberts has more.
Hannah Riggins from Del Mar started kicking a soccer ball in 5th grade. And this past fall, she began taking her strength training to the next level at the Athlete Academy.
So not too long, but it's definitely helped me a lot. I can tell on the field, it's definitely made me a lot stronger, and it's good with preventing injuries. I feel like it's just like everything overall, it's been better.
Over the past 5 months, the center back has seen improvements in her performance.
Do a lot of legs, so it's definitely helped with my power, kicking the ball and stuff.
The Wildcat says she's focused on contributing to the soccer program.
My freshman year, we got a new coach, and ever since then, every year, we've gotten much better. By our records improved. Last year, we made the playoffs for the first time in a really long time. So this year, I definitely think it's going to be a good season. We definitely are working towards winning the conference. We were really close last year, so we definitely want to do that this year, and then hopefully go really far in the playoffs.
From the field to the gym, she is dedicated to getting better every day, with supportive and qualified coaches encouraging her.
I definitely want to play in college. I want to play college soccer, and I think coming to Athlete Academy will definitely prepare you for that because, like they said, it's a lot of similar things that you're going to do when you get to college with the workouts and stuff. So I think it will definitely prepare you.
Reporting from Fruitland, Maryland for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Michelle Roberts.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Whether it's a natural disaster or just everyday life's mishaps, in disaster's wake, there's only one call to make: Royal Plus. Find us at royalplus.com. We bring calm to the chaos.
At Matt the Carpet Guy, we take our work seriously. That's why we employ the best of the best, to ensure you find exactly what you're looking for. With a warehouse big enough to keep everything in stock and a showroom we can bring to you. The hardworking team at Matt the Carpet Guy brings affordable flooring within reach. We have cash and carry LVP starting at $1.99. Perfectly installed every time. Matt the Carpet Guy, flooring done right, the family way.
Charmed by Lewis.
Visit our unique shops and restaurants.
Eclectic style, a curated collection to inspire. Estate jewelry, furniture, decor, art.
Mint and Needle Medical Aesthetics, offering injectables and innovative aesthetic procedures, a full suite of treatments and skincare that cater to your uniqueness.
Harbor Restaurant for canal front dining. Great waterfront views and fabulous food in downtown Lewis.
Come explore.
Historic Lewis.
Not happy with your utility bill? Help save energy by replacing your outdated, inefficient windows. At Spicer Brothers, we install new replacement windows and new construction series windows, built for extreme weather and high energy efficiency. And quality installation is just as important as the window itself.
And you can have peace of mind on your new windows with the Spicer Brothers Platinum Plus lifetime warranty.
And right now, buy 2 windows and get 1 free. Plus, no interest and no payments for 18 months. Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Get live satellite and radar. Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app. Sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
All new Drew. Welcome to the party with Joey King.
Broccoli plus concealer equals freckles.
Oh my God.
Plus Logan Lerman.
I'm proud of all of us. Working kids. We bonded over the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Monday at noon on CoastTV.
Our Orsted camera showing we're going to drop to 41 and we'll have clear skies. Our umbrella giveaway winner is actually Dawn Brashear of Georgetown. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis. Our Ocean City UV index looks like we're going to be at a 4 for Saturday and 6 going into Sunday. So we'll have to deal with maybe just a little bit of some midday shade to help out. The coastal flood advisory stays in effect. And by the way, our telephone line sponsored by Baird, Mandelas, Brockstead, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. And remember, we have the big time eclipse day on Monday with a high of 63.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you for joining us for Coast TV News at 11. For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next. We'll see you tomorrow for Coast TV News at 6 p.m. Have a great weekend.